Welcome back. It's Heather from Tomatoes, Poppies, and Everything Gardening. And I've got my basket here with some stuff in here because we're going to tie up those tomato plants that are out of control. We may top them as well. And I got my pruners, bug spray, and disinfectant. We're also going to harvest. So we're going to take all the tomatoes that are starting to blush or starting that process where they have changed color. Because also, we're going to get our second rain in 6 weeks. That's a big deal. And it's going to be a lot of rain. And I've got a couple varieties out there that are really prone to cracking or splitting. Number one, Artisan Blush. Number two is the Tiny Tim, which don't really care for that tomato too much. But I want to protect my harvest. So I'm going to go ahead and pick any fruits that are blushing. I think I'm going to go ahead and get all the peppers I can get today. And then after we get that done, we get our tie up done, we get our topping of those big tall tomatoes, I'm gonna come back out. I wanna get all my blueberries that are blue picked, and I wanna get all my blackberries that are black picked. So it's gonna be maybe a fun and maybe a long video, but let's just enjoy it. Let's get out there in the heat. It's so humid, it's so hot. I'm hoping when the rain comes, it's gonna cool off. We do have a ton of mosquitoes, so I may have to come back in and get like a long sleeve shirt, long sleeve pants. But I'm gonna work as long as I can. So I'm glad you're here. Let's get started. It is like a super sauna out here. I tried to get Tondo to come out with me, and he's like, no, I'm staying here. Forget about you. Go out by yourself. He normally comes out with me. Okay, let me check the deck tomatoes here real quick and see if there's anything that I can harvest. I don't think so. These guys, oh, well, wait a minute. Oh, I'm spilling everything. I got an iced coffee thingy there from breakfast I'm still working on. And I think I see one that's blushing. And let's see if I can get in here. There's a bunch of orb weaver spiders that have been hanging out. And I leave them for bug protection, but I hope they don't get me. Yes. Okay, yay. So this is silvery fir. And for me, personally, if it's turned colors at all and I'm getting heavy rains, I'm going to pick it. Now, if I wasn't about to get 5 days of rain or like a big 4 inches overnight, that happened last week, I may wait a wee bit longer, but not too long because I don't want the squirrels and the chipmunks to come take bites, and they love to do that to me. All right, so we got a silvery fir. Doesn't look like any of the mountain princesses are ready. I think I'll leave that one. I don't know, maybe I should check it. Let me try to get over here. Okay, so he's kind of whitish, but I don't think he's turned enough. Hopefully he doesn't split. This particular mountain princess is probably got some kind of blight or issue or too much heat going on with it, and I think it will probably end up dying. So that one I'll have to keep an eye on. May have to just take those fruits and remove the plant over the next few days to a week. All right, so I think that's all we can pick up here. And for the big giant boys here, these are the ones we're going to be tying up and topping the heads off of. And I can't find a measuring tape, but I'm going to guess, so if this is eye level for me, like right here, I don't know, maybe 8 feet tall. I will have to give a look over, take out any suckers, which I've been so bad about doing that. It's just been too hot to come out and do a lot of work that I might normally do. You can see a lot of them kind of have this ugly brown blossom that got stuck on the bottom. And if I don't get that off, it's going to look really ugly on the bottom of the fruit as it's developing. Okay, so that one looks better now, but there's a lot like that. I'm not going to be able to work on every single one of them. This is the tomato in the last tomato video when I said, oh, that's going to be a very ugly bottom. I'm not sure if it was end rot or if it was just a blossom issue. And now you can tell that it is more likely a blossom issue where like the blossom got stuck on there as it was growing. So I will still let that fruit develop and then eat it. I'll just cut off the bottom. Okay, so for these big boys, some pruning, removing suckers, and topping. We're going to do that last, I think. But we got to do it before the storms start. I think they're going to start around 8-ish. Now my shishitos got 4 shishitos, 2 here and 2 over by my raised bed area. I was planning on making shishitos probably tomorrow night. So I'm thinking maybe give them 1 night of rain. They shouldn't split on me. It might help them get a little plumper, more juicier. But I definitely want to pick them before they start to turn. For me, these are much better when they're smaller and green. They're not as seedy. If you let them get bigger and start to turn colors, they're going to be seedy when you cook them. And when you're cooking these, you're kind of eating the whole pepper at once, so you don't want a bunch of seeds in there. Now, we definitely need to move some of these big boy plants so that I can get over here and pick all these tiny Tims. I'm just going to pick them all, and I'm probably going to remove the plants because they're a micro dwarf. They're like a determinate, and then we'll put something else in that container to grow from seed. Have no idea what. Maybe some flowers. I'm going to do a quick look over here on the green stock. These tomatoes should not be ready. The only thing that might be ready here are the peppers. Like, that's a nice looking pepper. I could maybe let them go till tomorrow, and I might. Oh my goodness, but these tiny Tims, we're gonna take these out today. So we'll take these guys out, salvage any fruit that is viable, and Geranium Kiss, they shouldn't be producing yet, but I'll do a once over. Looks like I had a hornworm in there that got some parasitic wasp. Whew, it is so hot. Oh, there's a deer. It's a big buck, or a little buck. His antlers are pretty big. Look at him coming over here to look for some food. Tonto's not out here, but he thinks the deers are big dogs, so he'll just go stand over by the fence and hope they come up and talk to him. I do throw food out there to them, like scraps, you know, apples, carrots, greens from the garden that have gone bad. So they do come up by my fence looking for food. I just don't want them to eat my plants that I don't want them to eat, that are out front, like my flowers, my tomatoes. Hey, guy. Oh, okay. I don't guess he's coming over today. Oh, there's actually a bunch of deer in the woods. There's one over there too. Well, now that is interesting. It looks like he actually might be eating the weeds over there, which would be an awesome thing. That would make me super duper happy. They're probably starving to death, so they start eating the weeds. Okay, so let's, oh, there's definitely some over here we can pick. Now, here's a great example of what I was talking about. This is Artisan Blush. I just checked this plant last night, and I picked any that had turned. And overnight, without rain, I did water my plants yesterday, but look, he's already split open. This has been a very common theme for me here with these Artisan Blush. So let's say this guy looked like this yesterday. Within one day, he has split. So I'm going to pick all on this plant that have started to turn it all. And it looks like that one really hasn't enough, but I feel like if I don't pick them, they're going to split. I guess I could leave them and see what happens. I mean, it's not horrible if they split open, but some of them I have found after they split have ants all in them. Okay, well, I guess it's just going to be these two on this plant. Now this guy, is he starting to turn enough for me to pick? I think this is a black creme. I don't know. He's still kind of mostly white. Guess I'll leave him and see what happens. Not a fan so far anyway. These guys starting to turn slightly. Not that much. That one's got a little bottom issue, but I think it's going to grow out of it. It's hard and it's minimal, and I did treat him about a week and a half ago when I saw this. I'm gonna let that go because I can just cut that off and it should be fine on the inside. Now I'm anxious to try this tomato. This is Legend. This one is nowhere near ready. It's got some growing still to do, but I'm really excited to try this variety. All right, I need to go get my basket. I don't know where I left it. So let's see if any new figs have developed. No, I still just have one fig up there growing. Okay. This pepper can come in. Let's see if let me pick it with 1-2 fingers. Nope. Let's give him a little twist. See if he'll pop off for me. Come on, guy. This is a gypsy pepper. There we go. When in doubt, use pruners. I should be using pruners. You can see something was trying to take some of the sap out of this pepper, but it's still fine for eating for me, so I'll take that. And I don't think any of the other big boy tomatoes are ready. They're still growing, they're still green. It's like a very, very long process for some weird reason. Well, I know why, it's the heat. Now this is starting to turn slightly, but I don't think it's enough for me to want to pick it. I don't know, he's kind of trapped. He's kind of trapped. Let me know if I can push him out of there. There we go. Yeah, so he was kind of bent, trying to grow like that. Now he has turned slightly. He has a hue to him of a different color. So actually I'm gonna pick him. I'm gonna pick him, give him a little twist and a little pull. There we go, yay. So this is First Granny Cantrell. It's got some color change on the bottom. Ideally, I would have waited, you know, a day or two more, at least. But it'll work. It'll work for me, and that'll give some room over here with these other guys. I don't think I'll pick any of the others. None of these really look ready either. Wow, that one's nice. That's a nice size. I don't think he's ready, and we really got to get up there and trim him and tie him up. I don't know what the storms will be like tonight, but it could be some high winds, because I think these might be from a hurricane, the weather we're going to get. So I got the Sweet Sunrise, does not look ready, but I do need to tie up more. All right, I'm going to pause and pick all of those Tiny Tims, because there's a bunch in here. I'm even going to pick the green ones that are shiny. They can ripen on my counter. Yep, we're going to do that right now. Tonto decided he wanted to come out. I'm going to see if he wants to say hi to the deer. Oh, there she is. It's a female. It almost looks like she wants to play, but I don't know. Maybe she wants me to throw her a tomato or some carrots. Sometimes I'll throw my carrots over there if they look funny. Hey there, lady. I do not have any food today. You can hear the birds. They do not like the Tonto just came out. Well, it's too hot for me to stand here and watch the deer, so I have got to get busy. Okay, so I got a few things in the basket. I decided to save the Tiny Tims for when I get up there on the ladder. I'm going to be moving these pots, so they can just hold tight for a second. And you can see I did not water this morning because the rain that's coming. So that's going to work out nicely. And oh, I want to show you something real quick. Look at this. Look at how easily this penstemon rooted in water. So I'm like, yay, I could get a ton of new plants this way. I think I'm going to be doing that. Some of my non-bark did also root, and then some of these viola cuttings that was an experiment rooted. Okay, let's go find some more tomatoes. Oh, I should probably see if there's any cucumbers too. Okay. You definitely don't want to leave any cucumbers out here right before a big rain if you think they are going to explode with that rain. This guy, oh, the deer just took off running. Okay, I think that's it. I'm not sure if I like that pickle variety yet. I think it's not going to be a keeper for me. So here are the rest of the shishitos. They're still kind of smallish, slightly, some of them, but they're very pretty green. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. I think they'll be okay. The beans looking okay. Starting to get some pretty purple flowers. That was one reason I like the rattlesnake bean. It has a purple flower. All right, let's check out this black creme. I don't think any of them are ready. Do not think they're ready. Wow, this one's really big. This is a big boy. That is a big boy. I didn't know the black creme got that big. I don't see any signs of blushing. I mean, it's almost starting to turn a little bit of a coloring. Oh, hopefully he'll be okay and not split on me. I'll check on him tomorrow when I check the shishitos. Eggplants have been doing great in this location. I'm really anxious to get some eggplants, but they've got a ways to go. I don't know if y'all remember my last tomato video. This glacier, I tried to unclog down at the bottom. The soil is still staying extremely damp, and I think it's going to end up dying. But I will take any of the fruits that have turned. Yeah, it's not looking good for this guy. I'm going to be honest, I don't particularly care for this variety either. So if he ends up, which he will, I mean, he looks horrible, I'll put some seeds for Brussels sprouts here and have one Brussels sprout grow here in the fall. All right, after we finish tomatoes, we're going to work on blueberries and blackberries. We can do that later. Let's get all the tomatoes and peppers. You know, looking at that black creme from here, it kind of looks like it has a little bit farther along blushing than I thought. I still think I'll wait till tomorrow though. Yeah, I'll wait till tomorrow. All right, this is my walkway. I don't think these cucumbers have started to put out fruit yet. I see flowers. I don't see any fruit. I don't think there's anything on these peppers. And let's see. Yeah, we need to go look at these guys and see if any of them have started blushing. Okay. Okay, I see a bunch of peppers back there. I should probably go ahead and pick. Or wait till tomorrow. Maybe I should focus on tomatoes. Because I wanted to can some of these peppers, and I don't think I feel like doing that tonight. I do think I will go ahead and pull this Berries Crazy. I will pick all the fruit. They are such a delicate little, cute little fruit. And then the plant's done. It's just went kaput. Can't do anything about it. Get all of these guys too. We'll get all of these. Yeah, we're gonna get all of those. And it looks like my cantaloupes might actually be getting close. I need to keep an eye on that. I'm gonna go pull on them and see if I should go ahead and pick a couple. I don't want them to fall or split. We're going to pick all the black creme and pull that plant out as well. And then I see some Artisan Blush splitting, even though I just picked last night. Okay, let's get in there. All right, let's see. Oh, there's another little baby coming off of that big boy. So this tendril is kind of orange. It's not completely brown. Should probably support him. Let me smell it. Doesn't really smell cantaloupe yet. He definitely needs a sling. He's gonna fall. Now this one, let's see. His tendril thing is still pretty green. I think I'll leave him too. All right, guess I'll give him one more day. Still got quite a bit of green. But definitely something to support it. I would say this guy will be ready in about 3 days maybe. All right, let's pick all of these. We're gonna pull this black creme off. So he is coming out. He is done for. And let's see what these Artisan Blushes are doing. Just need to get picked. Yep. It's about ready to split. I did, like I said, I came through here last night and picked anything that was fairly blushed. You can see I've got issues over there with that one plant. That is Granny Canterelle. I need to prune it. All these guys need to get tied up tonight too, before the storm comes. All right, I feel like there should be some more Artisan Blush in here. That one's pretty green, but I'm going to pick it because they've been splitting. Okay. Now these guys, that's still really firm. They're kind of, I think the skin's a little tough. I think I'll leave that one tonight and see what happens. I don't think they're quite ready. Oh, it is so hot. I can't take this. Okay. Okay, we're going to pick all these. I'm going to pause so you don't have to watch me do this, but I'm going to pick all of the Berries Crazy. I want you to see how easy they just fall when you just kind of touch it. See? I'm going to pick all of them, even the green ones that are shiny. I won't pick the green ones that are matte finished because they won't really turn right or do right for you. So you just kind of toss them. And then we're going to pull this plant out as well because you can see it is struggling severely. But the good news is I have another one right there to take its place. I am so happy I took a chance on this sun sugar plant that I found at Lowe's, because if I had not, I wouldn't really be having any cherry tomatoes right now. The Brad's Atomic is hanging on, but it is just very low production. And I lost 2 Super Sweet 100s, lost 1 Berries Crazy, and all I have now are 2 Sun Sugars and that 1 Berries Crazy. No, not Berries Crazy. What is it called? Brad's Atomic. Yeah. Now, my Sun Sugar is starting to get a little blight. I just pick those off, get rid of the leaves. I'll come through with my pruners and take off whole leaf sets. There's not much else I can do right now except make up a potion like peroxide or other antifungal spray. But we got all this rain coming, so I'm just going to be picking off leaves and pruning. All right, I got him supported. This is just an avocado bag and my rusty old shower curtain hooks that I use in the garden. So when he falls, he'll land in the net, and then I'll notice that he has fallen, and I'll go eat him. These are Minnesota midgets. They grow really well here on my trellis. They're, you know, nice little personal sizes. And I found another artisan blush. You see the thyme is out of control. Now let's see if there's anything over here. Oh, and I did pick all of the Berries Crazy and any of the Sun Sugars that were ready. This is Ace 55. He got planted super late. Now I really probably should pick all these peppers, but I don't know if I'm ready to harvest them. They're starting to turn orange. I think those are the hot, is that hot? Hot sweet banana. All right, let's see if anything over here is ready. If you've been following along with my tomato problem, so about 2.5 weeks ago, this is that plant that I had to cut almost all of it off, but I left these 3 offshoots, and they're, knock on wood, doing okay. So knock on wood, he will continue to do well. He's got some flowers, and oh, there are my pruners I've been looking for. I was asking everyone last night, did you move them? Did you move them? I thought somebody took them and moved them off the counter. Okay, so this is a pineapple tomato. It kind of looks yellowy up here on the shoulders. So I'm tempted to pick it, because I don't know if he's prone to splitting. This one's all white, as you can see. I think it's still growing, but this one, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it one more day and see what happens tonight. These are called Big Daddy. Really anxious to try it. Those are super big, super duper big. Uh-oh. And I really don't want him to split. But I really don't think it's ready. I can't get a good view for you guys. I don't think he's ready. Oh, okay. All right, there's a lot of fruit on this indigo rose. They're kind of small. I don't really think I like them at all. I'll try them again, but so far I'm not liking them too much taste-wise. Okay, this is another Draining Kiss. Don't see anything that's ready. Ace 55, they're definitely still growing. So I'm just going to leave them alone. Some little baby peppers here. Oh, look at this. It's a dragonfly nearby. Alright, so I've already harvested the gypsy pepper once. It looks like it'll be ready again soon. Go ahead and pick this one. It's pretty. That's really pretty. That is a nice looking pepper. I've just been eating these whole, like, as a snack, like a tomato or a banana or something. So pretty. So pretty. Alright, now I have waited so long on picking these peppers. You can see they're starting to turn a little bit. It's going to start turning orange. I guess maybe I'm just going to harvest them maybe tomorrow. Should I wait till tomorrow? I don't know. I'm just going to harvest, chop up, freeze. Maybe I'll wait till tomorrow. Some of these are turning red, actually. I think, yeah. Oh my goodness, they are. They're just small. These are the Carolina Wonder. They're small, red, and it looks like somebody's been eating the bottom. Somebody likes them. All right. The silvery fir is coming out today as well, but we're going to take all the fruit. This is the one I grew in full sun, and it did not like it one bit. So pick any viable fruit. And he's coming out, and I will put maybe like a dwarf squash in there. I think that's what I'll do. Alrighty. And I've got another indigo rose here with a queen of the night growing. And I think I prefer Queen of the Night over the indigo rose, but it's still an acquired taste, I'm afraid. All right, poblano. I could maybe pick the one on the left. The others are not ready at all. Not at all. I still have not cleared this walkway yet, so I can't even get over here. Oh, but I see a silver slicer in the jungle. I need to get in there. I'm gonna have to put some pants on though first. Yeah, I see two actually. Okay, so we need to go change. I'm gonna wait till the sun starts to set slightly, and then I need to cut a path, climb up in there, and get those cucumbers. I just don't want to do it in shorts because I will get itchy. There's definitely peppers in here. I can go pick two. I need to just get up in there. Don't even know the varieties. Kind of lost track when I was planting. Okay, we got one more place to check. All right, so we've got 3 big pepper plants here we need to check. And it looks like some of the jalapenos are starting to turn color. And definitely, oh my goodness, I've got some red peppers in there. Yeah, we need to get some of these peppers. It looks like I'm gonna have to go ahead and do some canning, even though I don't feel like it. These pretty. Oh, hello, Mr. B. Hello. So I've got three poblanos here, and they're not ready. One of them got topped by the deer. You can see it split, started growing 2 stems, and I do have a volunteer squash that has some borers in it, but it looks like it's trying to fight it, so I'm just gonna let it do its own thing. Now this indigo rose also got topped by deer. I see baby fruits. I don't see any big fruits. Cantaloupes are just slow as molasses, really. Nothing going on there. All right, so let's get back in the backyard. And I also have 2 artisan blush hiding in my front yard. 1 on each side of this knockout rose. So I'm doing some experimenting this summer with growing roses and tomatoes together. Supposedly there is a benefit to the roses if you plant tomatoes nearby, or make like some kind of potion out of tomato leaves, which I've not done yet. I've just been companion planting. And the rose has really taken off. It's looking really, really pretty. the next morning. We have storms coming again in a few hours. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the peppers that I forgot to pick yesterday. This was supposed to be serrano, but it ended up being a green pepper. I got those from a student plant sale. This is my overwinter jalapeno. I've already harvested like twice. We're going to harvest what we can. And then I think this is a hot Hungarian wax. There's a recipe I wanted to make with those. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest those that are mature. Almost got a pathway chopped through to the cucumbers and peppers back here. I'm going to go get some long sleeves on before I start touching the milkweed and trying to move it around. Making progress. I think I might have found my first woolly bear caterpillar of the season, and it's all black, so maybe that means a rough winter. We shall see, but still trying to make my way to the cucumbers. I think I'm going to have quite a few over there. We have a pathway, but so do the deer, unfortunately. But I have a lot of cucumbers. I found that Silver Slicer does better in full sun versus like the green cucumbers. That's just my experience. So it looks like things are a mess back here. I've not been back here in several weeks because of this overgrowth. You can see my lemongrass there is getting huge. So is this grass. I need to push that back up. And the artichoke flowers that I let flower, they should be ready as soon as they're dry for me to get those seeds. We're going to see a lot of evidence of the milkweed beetles. Oh, there's something on my toe. Okay, I got it. And they're fine. There are bugs that like milkweed, and they usually do not much damage at all. So I just leave them. Hopefully come September, the milkweed will provide food for the monarchs. I'm going to have to chop this guy too just to get him upright. But I want to show you the cucamelon beast that I am battling every single summer. It keeps coming back. I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to eradicate it completely. Each year gets slightly better, but it's still very invasive here for me. Get up in here now and come back in the fall. I'll show you how to harvest the lemon grass, which is what this is. Here's a pretty dahlia. There's another one too. Okay. Made a pathway with the trimmings. So now we're going to get these cucumbers, trim up this cantaloupe, because I don't know if he's getting any sun with this zebra grass. And I found this volunteer vinca. I'm going to relocate it. All right, the cantaloupe is looking really sad. I'm going to put another seed down or two. He just looks like he's not getting enough sun, and it's because of all of this overgrowth. These peppers are not ready. These peppers are not ready. These peppers are, and thankfully I left the tag in the container. These are hot banana, so I'm going to put those in this container I just found that's dirty, so that I know that these are the hot ones. Moving right along, I'm going to do another quick check over here, see if there's anything we can pick. Maybe that pepper. I think there might be a couple tomatoes in there I can grab real quick. It's starting to drizzle again. All right. I'm not going to take a chance. I'm going to go ahead and pick this guy. As you can see, he has more color change today. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I can see it. And we're about ready to get a whole bunch more rain. Don't want him to split. And I really want that tomato. I am running out of room, which is a good thing. But then I have to process all of these peppers. Oh. Before I remove all the green peppers over here, I'm going to go ahead. This is California Wonder. These two are Carolina Wonder. I'm going to end my Wonder pepper experiment As I suspected from years past, California Wonder is absolutely outperforming Carolina. Not had any good luck with Carolina here in my location. And this pepper experiment with my poblanos from 2 different seed vendors is going really well. Identical results so far, and really not much I can pick at this point. They're kind of small, except for that one. But I'll let him just turn red and then pick it. I'm going to tie them up better though. I'm going to move these ties up before we get that nice big storm this afternoon. And this is what you call a sacrifice, a trap crop. This was kale at one point, but the harlequin bugs have found this to be their home. They've demolished it. I just saw one in there. But if they're here, they're leaving other things alone. So I'm going to leave that there, even though it's super ugly, and hope that the harlequin bugs just kind of stay in this location. But look at how pretty this sage is. It's pretty. Well guys, I am back on the back deck. I still have not taken care of these big indeterminate tomatoes. I will put some pictures at the end of this video to show that progress. I am going to get that done today before the storm. Look at all of the produce that we got out of the garden today and yesterday. And I'm not done. I'm going to go ahead and start a new video where I work on my green stalks and harvest a little bit of tomato, a lot of jalapeno, but we need to work on them because they are just a disaster. Alright, well that's going to conclude this video, and I hope you enjoyed harvesting all these peppers, mostly peppers, some silver slicer cucumber, some tomatoes. I've got a lot of work to do. So thanks for joining me, and I will talk to you soon. Be sure to check out the pictures at the end of this video. Bye.